The head of the International Atomic Watchdog is visiting Japan's Fukushima nuclear plant for the first time since March's devastating earthquake and tsunami. Yukiya Amano has promised to help with the recovery effort and discussed what aid is needed at a meeting with the country's prime minister. As well as killing thousands, the natural disasters caused the plant's reactor cores to melt and leak dangerous amounts of radiation into the environment. But the IAEA chief says the workers at the plant are capable of bringing the leak under control by early next year as planned. Residents evacuated from a town close to the area held a belated memorial for the dead and missing on the irradiated no man's land. But even many of those who survived are struggling with their own nuclear nightmare. RT's Sean Thomas explains.
A triple disaster on a scale the world has never known, causing damage, destruction and uncertainty, forcing tens of thousands of Japanese refugees to leave their lives behind and seek shelter anywhere they can.
Some people do evacuate, but the problem is they are minority and they have been accused by their neighbors, by their classmates, or of course by official personnel that they are causing unfounded anxiety among people, which is not good.
Though primarily a move towards self-preservation, this idea of desertion is defined by many as characteristically un-Japanese and has earned those who have evacuated the dishonorable title of traitor.
Of course, it's hard to hear that. We have family, neighbors. We think about our health, but in other words, we ran away. We escaped because we're scared of radiation, but there's no example in the world of something similar, and the consequences are still ongoing.
While those who have moved to shelters here in Tokyo are facing guilt and the pressure to move back home, there are others who have lost everything, cannot handle the overwhelming change, and they are facing even darker demons.
Japan already has one of the highest suicide rates in the world, and following the disaster in March, the government has issued a warning about a possible nationwide epidemic of depression.
Here, some organic farmers committed suicide because, for organic farmers, soil is everything. They nurture the good soil after many years of hard work, and it's just contaminated in one night or two, So some farmers committed suicide, and I'm very sad to hear the news, and many other farmers are also very much depressed.
A recent national survey in Japan performed by Dr. Hiroshi and his team shows that suicide rates in Japan have in fact increased in the months since the disaster compared to the same time frame in the previous 2 years. But the demographics are not what you might expect.
The suicide rate increased not in the epicenters, disaster epicenters, but peripheral areas, because survivors struggling to reconstruct their life. They have no time to make suicide.
This disaster has certainly taken its toll on Japan's economy, and such constant reminders of an intense topic can harm the collective psyche of the people who live here as well.
Because of the tsunami disaster and plus nuclear disaster, many people actually lost their jobs, or their working conditions has crashed. So they have so many good reasons to commit suicide.
Causing Japan's death toll to keep rising even though the initial disaster subsided months before. In Japan, Sean Thomas, RT.